Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Fatini Amira. Today I would like to present about the CSC project, which is our topic is book sales program. This is my team members.
Hai, saya Irdina.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Sarah.
I'm Nadira.
First of all, I would like to offer a special thanks to Madam Ida Aniza for her stimulating comments and support help us to coordinate our project, particularly in writing this project. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to my teammates for their assistance in completing this project. This is our overview of project. First, I will explain about our project summary. Our program features contain menu, promotion, receipt, and summary of sales. For menu, this project will display preferences and genres of books. Second, this project promote discount for members and non-members of book sales program. This project will display receipt, and last but not least, summary of sales of this project is book sales history, gross profit, highest sale, lower sale, and average sales of books. Second is program components. Our project are using if, else, and switch if selection. For repetition, we use for loop and while loop statements. We also use predefined function, string and manipulator function, and return value function. For array, we use count array ++. Third is programming process. This project design main menu, receipt, and summary of book sales, and also to testing and debugging, for example, syntax and semantic errors. Lastly is the experience that we gained while doing this project is that we found out how important is collaboration between teammates. This is because collaboration can improve the way our team works together and to solve problems. By paying attention to one another and learning from one another, we can achieve our goals when we are working together. Second is task segregation. Dividing work equally among the members is very important to make sure that there are no free riders in group work and to ensure each member participates and has a task to do in order to make this project successfully complete. Third is communication in teams is more than just efficient work. This is because it allows everyone on the team to be educated on any topic that may affect their work. It also can develop trust, build camaraderie, and boost morale among the team members. Fourth is liable. The dynamic of teamwork requires that all participants comprehend the work for which they are accountable and put in the necessary effort to finish it on time and to the required standard. We can achieve our objectives if everyone in group work is working well and takes ownership of their own tasks. Project Introduction. The coronavirus disease 2019 pandemic will have a large impact on the companies all over the world. One of the companies that affected is Readme Bookstore. Readme Bookstore has decided to switch from a manual to a web-based system for the purchase of books due to not having more customers and finances to pay the rent of the shop. The spread of digital technologies and the internet, on the other hand, allows humans to connect and communicate and businesses to interact with their customers despite being physically separated. By switching to online shopping, many customers will certainly buy because it is a convenience for them. They do not have to go out to buy books and they can buy books anytime because there is no fixed time for online shopping. Besides that, they do not need to worry about their finances to pay the rent because online shopping rental prices are usually cheaper. And also, when many customers buy their books, they will definitely have enough money to pay the rent. This online bookstore is known as Read Me Bookstore book sales program that assists customers in choosing and purchasing books according to their preferences and genres of books they have chosen. The book preferences displayed in this program are novels and comics. For each of the preferences, customers can choose the genres that they want. The genres that are available for novel and comics are romance, horror, fairy tale, and thriller. Customers can choose the number of books that they want to purchase. Customers were required to include their name, address, and email. The postage fee for the customers from Peninsular Malaysia is RM4.60, while the postage fee for customers from Sabah and Sarawak is RM9. Read Me Bookstore provides a 20% discount for non-members and an extra 10% discount for the members of Read Me Bookstore. A receipt for the customer details, title, number of books, and the total price of books purchased is validated. Then the order details will be sent to the customers via email. The objectives of this project is to design a program for Read Me Bookstore online shopping website using the computer programming language C++. Second is to apply coding knowledge in this project. Third is to display different preferences and genres of books. Fourth is to allow customers to choose and purchase according to what they have chosen. Fifth, to calculate the total price of books purchased along with the discounts and postage fee. And lastly, to generate a receipt with the order details of customers.
For the CD code, first it will declare all the input as string, float, and integer. For function calculate discount, which is sum and discount, the total discount equal to sum times discount. After that, for the function main, sum quantity book count array will equal to 0. After that, it will display welcome to Read Me Bookstore. Enter your name, enter your address, PM as Peninsular Malaysia or EM as East Malaysia, which are Sabah and Sarawak. It will display enter your email. After that, it will display do you want to continue shop with us? Y for yes and N for no. After that, if the answer is Y, which is yes, then it will display reference code for novel and comic. Novel as N, comic as C, and it will display select your preference by entering the code. For case N, it will display genre code for novel, romance as R, horror as H, fairy tale as F, and thriller as T. Then it will display enter genre code. For every case, it will display every available books and prices for romance genre. As for book ask for book number and quantity, calculate price, store book details and arrays, and update sums and counts. After that, if the user enter other than the code, it will display invalid genre code. After that, it will display do you want to select another book, Y for yes and N for no. And it will read the answer. For the case C, it's similar step as above for comic preference, and default if it is invalid preference code. And it will end the switch until the answer is N, which is no. And after that, it will display do you have membership, yes for Y and no for N. If the membership is yes, it will display you will be given 30% of discount, which the discount is 0.3. Else, it will display you will be given 20% of discount, which is the discount is 0.2. And if the region is PM, your postage fee is RM4.60. Else, it will display your postage fee is RM9. Price after equals sum minus calculate discount, which is sum and this discount. The total price is equal to price after plus postage. After, it will display the customer details and select the book details, total book purchase, quantity book, the total price, and the thank you message. For the input, the user is prompted to enter the following information: name, address, region, PM or EM, email, preference code, and for novel, C for comic, genre code, R for romance, H for horror, F for fairy tale, T and T for thriller. Book number and quantity they want to purchase, membership status Y or N to determine the discount, whether they want to continue shopping, which is Y and N. For the process, first the algorithm declares variable to store user inputs, and book information. After that, it displays a welcome message to the user. Then the user is prompted to enter their name, address, region, and email. After that, the user is asked if they want to continue shopping, yes or no. If the user chooses to shop, the answer is Y. The algorithm enters a loop to process book selections. The user is prompted to choose between novel and comic, preference code, and then select a genre code. Based on the genre code, the available books are displayed and the user is asked to enter the book number and quantity they want to purchase. The algorithm calculates the price for the selected book and quantity and stores the book details in corresponding arrays. The loop continues until the user decides not to select another book, which is the answer is the N. The user is asked if they have a membership, yes or no, to determine the discount percentage. The algorithm calculates the discount and postage based on the region. The receipt is displayed, including the book details, total price out before and after discount, discount amount, postage fee, and final total price. If the user does not want to continue shopping, which is the answer is N, a thank you message is displayed and the program terminates. For the output, the algorithm generates a receipt displaying the following information, which are customer's name and email, customer's address, selected books detail, book number, book name, quantity, and price for each book, total number of books purchased, total price before discount, discount amount, applied total price after discount, postage fee, final total price after discount plus postage. And if the user chooses not to continue shopping, which is the answer N, the algorithm displays a thank you message.
First of all, our bookstore, namely BOOKSTORE, we will compile a system for online shopping using C++. Based on this flowchart, when the user starts to use, a system will start and all the variables will be declared. The compiler will display welcome to BOOKSTORE. Next, the compiler will display enter your name, enter your address, enter your region, and enter your emails. Then the compiler will ask the user to insert the input, which is the name, the address, the region, and the email. The compiler will display, do you want to continue to shop with us? And ask the user whether to continue shopping with us or not. If the user insert Y for yes, the compiler will proceed to the type of book the user want to buy. But if the user insert N for no, the compiler will directly go to thank you, which means that the end of the system. We use if else selection control on the session. After that, the switch control selection is used to choose the types of book that they want to buy. User need to insert N for novel and C for comic. So the user have to choose one preference code first and then they can add another preference code because the switch will ask whether to select another book or directly go to a total payment and get the receipt. After the user complete choosing the books, the compiler will ask the user whether they have a membership or not. But before continuing to membership, I will explain on the next page, which is the selection under each preference code. This means under the preference codes, they have their own its own genre. Switch control selection is used for the user to choose the genre for each book. Switch controller section is also used for the user to choose the genre for each book under every genre. The user can choose one of 5 books that list. They have to insert the number in the range. If the user insert the number beside in the range, the compiler will display invalid book number because only number in the range is declared using an array. Next, user can also input or enter the quantity of book that they want to buy. After one book is selected, they can choose whether to select another book or just directly go to receipt payment. If user insert the answer equal to N, which is no, that means yes, user want to directly go to receipt payment. The compiler will calculate the total price and quantity of the book. But if the user want to select another book, the user need to repeat the process, choose the preference code and genre, insert the number in the range, and enter the quantity of the book again. For preference code C, the system used is also the same as the preference code N at the previous page. User can enter the genre of the book that they want and choose the book that under the range of the number, and then the compiler will calculate the total price and the quantity of books that purchased by the user. After one book is selected, they can choose whether to select another book or just directly go to receipt payment. On the last page, we can see the membership is the continuous from the first page. After all the book is chosen, the compiler will ask the user whether they have a membership or not. If yes, they will get a 30% discount, but if no, user will only get 20% discount. The compiler also asks the user whether the region is Peninsular Malaysia or not. If yes, the postage cost is RM4.60. If no, the postage cost is RM9. Afterwards, the compiler will calculate the price after discount and the total price which is the addition of price after discount and postage cost. Lastly, the compiler will display the receipt of the payment, which include name, email, and address of the user, list of selected book with quantities and price, total number of book purchased, total price after discount, and postage. Also, in the receipt of the payment, the compiler display "Thank you so much for your order," and your order details will be sent to your email. End of the system.
These are the table of preference and genres of books that are sold in README Bookstore. They have 5 different books in each genre.
One of the basic rules of programming is to begin the program with a predefined function. Following that, we have the function prototype that was used to calculate the discount and the abbreviation of standard. Below the integer main are the curly braces that contain all the variables that have been declared. The welcome sentence for the customer will then be executed by the program. The program will then ask the customer to input their name, address, region, and email after displaying the sentence in the output. Additionally, the program will ask the user if they would like to continue shopping with README Bookstore. Next, for this program, we use the if-else structure. If answer is equal to y, the program will start the for loop structure, which is integer I equal to 0, I less than 100, and I++. For this program, the repetition structure that we use is the while loop structure. While answer equal to n means the looping process will not stop until the customer enters n. So until then, the program will see out the preference code for novel and comic, which for novel are N and comic is C. Next, the program will see out select your preference code by entering the code, which means the customer need to input their preference based on the code provided. After that, for the selection structure, we use the switch structure. So we have a switch preference code for novel, which is case N. In the case of N, the program will see out the genre code for the novels. We have 4 types of genre: romance R, horror H, fairy tale F, and thriller T. Then the program will see out enter genre code. The customer can enter the genre code that they want. Next, we also have a switch genre code. For case R, if the customer enters genre code R, which is romance, the program will list out all of the romance novels. The program will see out the number of books along with the name of the books and prices. Then the program will see out enter your book number, where the customer needs to input the number of the books that they want to purchase: 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. For example, if the customer entered the number 4, then the program will see out Twisted Love by Anna Huang, RM50.31. Next, the program will ask the customer to enter the quantity of the book they would like to purchase. We also use the if-else structure. If book number more or equal to 1 and book less than or equal to 5, price 1 equal to price book number minus 1 times with quantity. Then, if book number equal to 1, select book I, Reminders of Him by Colin Hoover, select quantity I equal to quantity, select price I equal to price 1, count array ++ and break. The structure will repeat until the last book that are in the list of the genre. If the customer enters the wrong number, which means a number that is not displayed on the genre list, then the program will see out invalid book number. After that, the program will repeat again and again for the horror genre, fairy tale genre, and thriller genre. Lastly, we put the break statement that will show it is the end of the switch structure for case N, which is novel. For the case C, which is comic, the structure is the same as for the case N, novel. The program will see out the genre code for comics. There are also 4 types of genre: romance R, horror H, fairy tale F, and thriller T. Then the customer needs to enter the genre code. Next, the program will display all the comic books based on the genre code that is chosen by the customer, whether it is romance genre, horror genre, fairy tale genre, or thriller genre. At the end of the structure, we also have the break statement to show that it is the end of the switch structure for case C, comic. Next, the program will ask the customer if they want to select another book or not. If they enter Y, the program will repeat the same process as before. If the customer enters N, it will terminate the loop and proceed to the next sentence, which is the formula to calculate the book price. The formula is sum equal to sum plus price 1, and then we have count plus plus to count the number of book purchased. Next, quantity book equal to quantity book plus quantity and book plus plus. After the customer has already chosen their book, the program will ask the customer, do you have a membership? And the customer must enter either Y or N. Then, selection structure will happen. If the customer enters Y, the program will see out you will be given 30% of the discount. And if they don't have a README bookstore membership, they will still receive the discount but only for 20%. So, this is a function call for the return value function, a user-defined function. The function definition, function prototype or function declaration, function call and return statement all need to be present for a function. Accordingly, the sum and discount variables in the function definition are referred to as formal parameters, while the sum and discount variables in the function call are referred to as actual parameters in this context. As a result, the value for these formal parameters will be taken from the actual parameter. They will then go through a process to determine the total discount, and the result will be returned to the function call and saved in the price after variables. Here is another process that comes next. The shipping charge will be RM4.60 if the customer is from Peninsula Malaysia and RM9 if the customer is from East Malaysia. This method uses the price after value and the shipping value to determine the final price, the price after the value that was obtained from the function before. Finally, the program will carry out all of the information and order details entered by the user. For instance, the name, email, address, the name of the book, the quantity of the book, and the price of the book, which is by using the array. And the program will execute the total number of books purchased and the total price of the book. Thank you so much for your order, and your order details will be sent to your email, will then be displayed on the program screen. The program then came to an end.
That's all from us. Thank you.